Alright guys, let's start this video with a good pull on the Super Duke. Let's see how fast she is. Oh my god! Oh my god! That does not get old. Hey guys, what's up? Two-wheel Turban back on the Super Duke. Man, I haven't made a video with this thing in a little while and it's been long overdue, but I'm so happy that now we have this beautiful GoPro Hero 7 Black to be making videos with, because the quality on this is just insane compared to my old GoPro Hero 3. I mean, that Hero 3 was just absolutely trash. That was such a horrible camera. Even when I got it back in 2016, it was already kind of outdated. I think the 4 Black was out and maybe even the 5 was coming out soon. So I was rocking that for way too long. I'm so happy to have this new GoPro Hero 7 Black shooting in 4K. Should look awesome. But that's definitely not the main thing of today's video. Today I'm actually talking about how I almost crashed this bike, and it was really scary. It was a completely unexpected near crash, and how I believe KTM's electronics, their rider aids, helped me from actually laying the bike down. So yeah, let's jump into that today. Yeah, so I'm going to take you guys to where the crash almost happened, so you guys can see where it happened. I don't know, it was really scary. So basically, leading up to the near crash, I was going to a motorcycle car meetup. I haven't been to a meetup in quite a long time. Recently, for the past couple of years, I've been pretty happy just going out on solo rides and not really meeting up with other riders. I think it's just, there's been a lot of close calls when I was, younger, 16, 17, doing wheelies on group rides. There always seems to be something that happens, and you never know what the riders around you are going to do. So, yeah, I was kind of away for that for a while, but I was excited to try it again and go ride out. So I was kind of riding out there a little bit more spirited, and on the way there, where I'm going to show you guys, there's a couple roundabouts, and these roundabouts have these arrows that are white arrows that are painted, and I guess I was not really thinking, not riding at full 100% vigilance and staying on top of things, and I guess mid-corner the front tire just washed out on the white paint, those white painted arrows. There was no grip on it at all, and I was barely leaned over. I was probably like that, like nothing. It's not like I'm dragging knee, nothing like that. Just slightly leaned over, and the front tire just buckles. Turns to the left. If you've ever had your front tire wash out, you know what it feels like. You lose all control, like instantly. The only time I've had it happen to me is riding dirt on my Yamaha WR250R, so I was not expecting it on a street bike. Definitely a little bit, it's really scary actually, but somehow, I don't know, I quickly put my left foot down with the Dainese boot. It's just an instinct, because the bike was falling to the left, so I put it down, slammed my foot into the ground. I think if I was wearing running shoes, it would have shattered those bones like 100%, because it was a really strong impact. Probably bruised the bottom of my foot. Honestly, probably could have snapped like my tibia or one of my lower leg bones. I feel like it easily could have snapped just from the forces. But somehow the bike stayed up, and I think it's because the cornering ABS and traction control unit on this bike intervened and helped mitigate any more wheel slip that was occurring. And I don't know, I think if this would have happened on my R6 or any bike with no rider aids, I think I would have went down, honestly, because the front tire really washed out a good amount. And I think having that little bit of electronic aids was just enough to keep the bike upright and let me continue through the corner. But gosh, that was a really scary feeling, and I'll show you guys those roundabouts up here. And it's kind of funny, a couple of years ago when rider aids were starting to become more common and they're starting to be used on bikes, I remember like going to the dealer and thinking like, who needs rider aids? Like if you have rider aids on your bike, you're probably a trash rider. But now I have so much respect for them, and I think it's really there to help you. You're never going to be pushing the limits of the bike so hard that it's going to intervene with what you want to do with the bike, unless you're like like Rossi or Marc Marquez or something. Then maybe you could see that, but for us, just everyday average not too special riders, having those rider aids is so important. It just gives you kind of a peace of mind that my R6, I remember always being kind of sketched out on that bike. That thing had nothing, no ABS, no traction control, nothing. So whenever I'd ride it and like downpours, rain, I had to be really careful with throttle input, all that type of things. And you know, while that is hard, I think it is good to have, you know, start off on a bike without the rider aids, because then when you have the rider aids, you're even more safe, because you're probably still riding like you don't have them, but if something does happen, it'll save you. So right up here where we're going into this roundabout is where it happened. I think I was in this left lane. We'll get over there just to kind of recreate it. And I'm gonna go slow now, because I think this roundabout is just very slippery. So we have these white painted arrows, and let's see, so we came in like this, and then it was right on this arrow. I was leaned over and it washed out right there. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. But I luckily could keep riding, and then I remember going super slow through this roundabout. But yeah, there's something about this roundabout. There's like just not much grip available for that front tire. It kind of just washed out. So now I'm very cautious through this roundabout, and it's honestly a dangerous roundabout. Here in Texas, people are pretty stupid around these roundabouts. They kind of forget what you're supposed to do and stuff. But yeah, I am just really happy the Super Duke made it out alive on that instance. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, but having those rider aids is really important. Just wanted to share that little story of how the rider aids really did help me a good amount in that situation. Who knows the extent to how far you can push things, then, you know, they don't work as much anymore. But yeah, guys, just wanted to share that story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, if you've been saved by rider aids or have a story, please comment down below. I'd love to hear that and your input on it. Yeah, guys, stay tuned for more Super Duke videos and just more videos in general. We're gonna bring some new vehicles on the channel very soon. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.